Transgender rights taking center stage in the state capitol today, leading to overflow crowds, people lining up down the Capitol hallways to testify on both sides of new proposed laws. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Marley Ginter. In tonight's Politics at Large, Steve is live with us in studio with a polarizing political issue, really, Steve.
Yeah, as we've been reporting, this has really become a high-profile issue since Governor Gavin Newsom said he did not believe trans athletes should play in women's sports on a podcast earlier this month. Today, we saw this emotional issue front and center at a hearing.
Strongly oppose this bill.
And I am in support of this bill.
Oppose the bill. Thank you.
I'm in support of this bill.
Inside this packed room, a capacity crowd to testify on trans rights in California school athletics. The overflow interest spilling into the hallways as Republicans and Democrats debated inside this hearing.
In no way have I ever used the word ban, because I don't believe that's what my intent in my heart was meant toward this bill.
I'm not going to support a bill that takes rights away from a protected class of people. Gender identity is a protected class here in California.
Democrat Assembly Speaker Robert Rivas voting in the majority against a proposal to prevent trans athletes from playing on girls' high school teams.
Anything you want to say at all?
After he would not stop to talk, leading reporters to chase him up a Capitol stairway, where he eventually made his way into his office and away from cameras.
So that's easy to call out, the unfairness of that.
The vote comes after Governor Gavin Newsom announced his opposition to trans athletes in women's sports on a recent podcast with Republican political activist Charlie Kirk.
Would you do something like that? Would you say no men in female sports?
Well, I think it's an issue of fairness. I completely agree with you on that.
Newsom's revelation putting the issue of trans athletes in the political spotlight.
We are fighting a battle against people who want to squash our ability to express ourselves.
The opportunities I and so many other female athletes have worked so hard for now feel out of reach.
A polarizing political issue and emotional testimony drawing crowds at the state capitol.
So today, Democratic lawmakers killed 2 bills on this issue in a single committee. One that would have prevented trans athletes from playing on girls' teams in high school sports. The other would have prevented trans students from participating on sports teams and also using bathrooms and locker rooms based on their gender identity.
Well, you also have to wonder, too, if when Governor Newsom went out on that podcast with Charlie Kirk saying all that, if that's part of what sparked that huge turnout today.
Yeah, and it really is, as one person told me today, creating an awkwardness between Democratic leadership in the legislature and the governor right now.